Hello, welcome to Zeke's Plays BG. I am Z. We're playing a 5-point match on backgammonhub.com, and I'm wondering a little bit how to play the six. Grace is close. Getting hit is pretty bad. So, as anti-positional as this is, I'm actually going to try this, but we'll see what the computer says about this after the after the after the game. So, well, now I get to hit and leave a shot. So hitting makes it worth it, I think. Okay, so this is just about Jin now. Indeed. Although actually 14 pips. He's just like, at the score you can take like a little deep in non-gammonish position. So actually he's only, he's maybe only like a pip away from having a take there or something. Maybe even less than a pip. Alright, so I'm winning. I don't have anything yet. Let's try to provoke some contact. I think he should just play 13 to 8 and not leave me a shot with this nice structure after he escaped a guy. Maybe. I don't know. His play does have some upside though. It doesn't follow up well though, you know. Gets away with it. It's hard to cover. Hard to cover in some productive way, anyways. Oh, what's he doing? Ugh, nasty. Oh, is this ugly enough to double? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't. I guess he can put this together at some point, and he's up in the race pretty big. Maybe if he rolls badly here, I got more of a position now. I wouldn't say this is a bad roll. Alright, gonna overshoot my market again, it looks like. Yeah, big time. I mean, it could actually be too good here. It's not hard for me to make a 6 prime and then go fishing for another checker. There's some risk that he rolls a 2-6, but I do get a shot at him. If he rolls a single 2, usually I can double him anyways, so I think that makes it too good. All right, I'm gonna put 2 checkers here so I can slot the 3-point next turn easily, like so. I was hoping I'd roll like a 4-1 or something. Maybe you can hit him 6-1 here. Try to hit this checker over there. Doesn't look like my roll was that convenient though. I guess I got double 5s and double 4s work okay here. So I guess I don't have anything awkward. And now I have some awkward. Like 6-6 is a blot number. And stuff like 5-5 is still awkward a little bit. And it's hard to pick up a second checker there. Maybe. Interesting. I think most people would make the 7 there. But his play might be good. Actually, I don't know between this and this, because 6s are duplicated. Okay, let's see what he does here. Okay, yeah, he doesn't mind leaving the 7-point slotted. Okay, so I guess that's the 6, because I'm either making the 7 or hitting. Okay, 6s are duplicated again. Got away with something there. 2-2 now. I'm going to put together all the structure. Okay, so I probably have something. I mean, definitely winning, right? And I got some strong pointing numbers, and maybe it's a pass. Although at the score, I think I would probably take also. he's got a real game here. Yeah, he's got really good timing for this. I mean, nominally, this is kind of a lot of shots. That 6-6 might be wrong. Jeez, it's probably winning. Alright, maybe this roll isn't too bad. Shoot. Oh, this is bad. I mean, take points 33 plus extra for the gammons he wins. I am losing. Maybe I'm still 40% or something though. I don't know. Both take and pass. I feel like if I take, it's going to be a pass. If I pass, it's going to be a take. Seems more likely to be a big take than a big pass, though. Even at the score. I mean, if it's money or whatever, I mean, it seems like a very easy take. And I guess you wouldn't cube it for money. But with a very elevated take point, I'm not really that clear on what's going on there. It's a little hard to evaluate sometimes. Okay, so this is 6s and 4s, and then there's 2 7s. So what is that? That's 29 shots. This is 20. Triple shot is 27 plus 1 1 plus 1 3 30. I think this is maybe 30. Oh, 31. Huh. What did I say the other one was? 29? I mean, there's more to life than minimizing shots there, but seems like if I get missed, I'm going to get a bunch of shots at him, and the 2 didn't play super destructively on my side of the board. Maybe I should just pass this. It's looking that way. Shoot. 6. Yeah, good play. Okay, at least I am not getting gammoned much at all, a few percent probably. Not that it matters that much at the score, because going down 4-2 is pretty bad in itself compared to just passing and being 2-2. We could get a shot at a dance or win the race. Does not look likely. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, we can resign with a clean conscience. Alright, 5-5 probably does some good stuff, like make the 3 and escape. He should slot, good play. I need to slot something. Yeah, I guess 3s are a little duplicated. As opposed to leaving 6s to hit, which don't do that much on the other side of the board. 3s cover them. Ooh, he should be blitzing me. Possible better to make the 2 point there, but he's actually would have gotten hit. Oh, okay, so I can duplicate 3s again. I'd rather have this structure though, but it gives him great sixes, which he doesn't have otherwise. Maybe this is carrying the theme a bit far, but looks like seriously powerful. Looks like seriously powerful 3 duplication. So I guess it's. I mean, it's bad structure. I mean, I don't want to play 6 to 3 there, and I want my 4 and not my 7 in general. But still, yeah, the duplication argument sort of seemed very important there. Okay, so this is good, and then maybe try to stay out of harm's way a little bit. You can make the 23 pretty reasonably. Okay, I get to do this. And the 1, I don't know. Not seeing the difference. Maybe 15 to 14 because it's sort of bears on the 8 point a little bit. Yeah, maybe I should have gone the other way there. I didn't see that. Okay, so I need to enter. Well, that looks a little suspicious, but I guess maybe there was nothing else, nothing productive. Shoot. I could duplicate 6-3 if he stays there. And it gives me 6-6 and not 6-5. So that was a good play. Good heads up play. Yeah, I'm curious about the this looks a little funny, but yeah, I'm curious about the computer analysis here, especially on that take. Where my take point's 33 plus. Just felt so cowardly to pass that. When he only had like a 3-point board and I saw like good structure. And I'm dead. Oh well, we will thank our opponent like a gentleman. Oh no, yeah, no, he'll play me by a good margin. Maybe it's the take. Yeah, so the PR isn't great. 5 and 2. I played 5. He played 2.5. Shoot. Okay. Anyways, it is an opportunity to learn, I should say. Swap board. Good. Okay, yeah, see this PR is even worse. Okay, so the take is okay. Apparently I made some doubling errors. Really? Yeah, weird. Okay, so it does like this. Yeah, I wouldn't have done this a couple of years ago. I would have played 13 to 7 a couple of years ago, but people have told me, and it seems to bear out that like when you have like an anchor, you make the nice anchor, and the race is close. You're really averse to being hit. So you don't do this because you just lose so much when you're hit. Like you do this, and he rolls well. He escapes. You still have like this viable game. Whereas if you do this and get hit, your game's a lot less viable because you have a holding game where you're down in the race and then he's going to cube you at some point. Okay, this is about Jen. Yeah, that was almost a take. Yeah, it'd be a bigger pass for money, but you can see he's below 20 yet he almost has a take due to this 5 away score in a non-gammonish position. Yeah, I usually use around 20% as the take point here. Might be a little lower than that in a race. Okay, so I missed some cubes. Oh, this is wrong. Oh yeah, 13-8. Yeah, 13-8 makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I was so focused on splitting because I do kind of want to split here, to provoke some contact. But obviously, locking up an anchor is, I'm sorry, locking up the 8 points is pretty important too. Yeah, so actually I would have done that if I saw it. Okay, good play by the opponent here. I probably would have played 13 to 8, but it's close. Okay, here's that's a pass already. Okay, that's what I'm missing. His position is just so bad. I didn't double because he's way up in the race and he has a position that he can maybe put back together. But the computer's just saying, it's so awful. And my position is so sound that it's just going to be so hard for him to play. Also, the score is a bit of a factor, but for money this would be double take, I guess. Yeah, maybe I can find this if I take some more time on it. But I think I did actually think about it. So I just didn't have a good understanding of this. Okay, yeah, so Plus Val has, so at the score, the Plus Val has it at 105 position. Yeah, so for money, okay, so the score matters tremendously here. It goes from this big take to a big pass, a solid pass at the score. Because it's gammonish and I'm 4 away. Yeah, maybe I was underweighing the score a bit, or didn't realize it was this gammonish. Yeah, so four away, 5 away, you're winning the match, which in a vacuum means you should be conservative. But because you're 4 away, you can double aggressively, especially in gammonish positions, and he should be conservative about taking gammonish positions. Okay, and then even at the score here, it's still a pretty big double here, even though it's a big take due to the positional edge. Despite the race, and again for money, this is not a double, or it's close to it's closer at least. Then apparently I screwed. I wants to make the 2 point, really. This doesn't really make any sense to me. Oh, 13 to 7, 8 to 2. Okay, no, that does make sense. At first I thought it was saying make the 15 and the 2. That's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, make the 7 and the 2, which doesn't win as much, but it's more gammonish because you're going to be attacking more effectively. And if things start going badly, you can maybe just double later. This is more volatile. Yeah. Cubeless, let's see, 786, 840. Now cubeless, the right play is still right. Yeah, it's just a lot more gammonish to make the 2 for 2 reasons, right? I mean, you get the innerboard point, and you hang back here, and white has trouble playing safely because he's got all these dead checkers and stripped 8 and 6 points and gaps here. So that's actually the main thing going on, I think. Anyways, I way overshoot my mark, and I correctly play on. The computer does not like giving the 2 shots to let him back in the game. Oh, it just wants to do this in cash next turn, which isn't actually right. So, computer's a little confused here, I think. See how it says equity is +1? That means it just thinks it's always double pass next roll. But that's not true, I think. It's going to be too good. So yeah, I think the computer's messed up here. I do this, he rolls a 6, 4. Pretty sure this is still too good. Yeah, well, a little bit. Yeah, this is a mess of a game. I mean, my play actually might be right here, but oh, it hits. Oh, I should have thought about that too. Shoot, I saw it kind of on the roll down the line where, I mean, obviously, it's going to be hard to roll the prime forward if you do the computer's play. So this is the computer's play. If he rolls a 2 or a 3, that checker on the ace looks silly. But you can just cash the game at any time you want. when you still have your 6 primes, so you're not paying to those bad sequences a lot of the time. Meanwhile, he could roll a 1 and then you hit some checkers and win a gammon that way. And then I got the picture here. I was like hoping to roll like a, I don't know, 4-1 or something. Oh yeah, but actually you can still hit here, but you got to forgo making the 3. I see. I didn't really consider that option. Yeah, once again, oh, this one's closed. The computer wants to put a checker on the ace point to hit him. Hoping to get hit back, and then you get maybe pick up a second checker and win a gammon. Yeah, once again, similar stuff. Okay. A good play by the opponent here. Not worrying escaping a guy, not worrying too much about being hit because I got to give up my awesome anchor to hit it. And if he makes that point, it's not that good a point when I make it on the 20. Yeah, he definitely outplayed me by a bunch here. He wants to run here, but no big deal. Once again, he makes the 4 and not the 7. Okay, here it does not like hitting because it's just too many return shots. And I'm foregoing making an awesome point, which I did see. It does give him some good attack stuff, though. So I thought, okay, hit, take away half his roll. But it's like it's a little too exposed when you could just lock up this great point. But I got away with it for now. Okay, it doesn't quite like the cube. It's not crazy. It's quite gammonish, which maybe means I should be a little skeptical about doubling up the score. Yeah, he gets in. Oh, he just hates this also. Oh, 13 to 7, 13 to 1. Yeah, I actually didn't see the right play. I did see the second best play, and I decided against it. Like I looked at this, but I thought, oh, okay, I don't know, it's like 12 shots or something. It's probably 12 shots. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll cut that down to 4, and 3-6 is probably no big deal. But yes, it's hard to bring it home. So the computer, what does the computer do? Interesting. These more shots. Looks like 11 and 6, 17 shots. But it's all the way home when missed, and I have this this decent structure up front. If he can roll he rolls like a 5-4, 5-4 or something. It's pretty close to home free, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I think if I looked at that, maybe I can find it. This is so hard to bring home. Like 5-2 is like not that bad a number here, even though it's a forced blot number, because it clears the 13 like fairly conveniently. Computer says it's actually a slightly good number. Okay, and then yeah, it's a bit. I would low 40s. Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking at the time, and then I sort of had doubts later when I got blown away. It's actually a little stronger than that in a rollout, I think. It's a containment position, like white's containing a hit back checker. So the roll that means the rollout's going to come up quite a bit. Yeah, the computers aren't very good at these positions. They always underestimate the equity for the player who's trying to contain the back checker. So instead of being a 0.2 take, 0.2 plus take, it's more like a 0.15 take. Okay, then I'm just dead, but I saved the gammon. Good. Oops. Yeah, the three duping play is apparently mandatory here because the duplication is so strong, right? Like you do my play, which is pretty ugly. He is very happy to hit here, and he's very happy to hit here. Or maybe a better way to look at it is if you make the 4 points, you know, he's very happy to hit here, and he's very happy to hit here. We're pretty happy to hit here, right? So you're giving him both 6s and 3s to be happy. Here you're just giving him 3s to be happy. So the duplication is quite strong there. Anyways, I do get back in this a little bit. In fact, I'm winning here. Okay, I don't know what the difference is between 56. Yeah, I thought I saw 6 to 5 also. I guess 6 to 5 is okay because you're hanging back a little further back with these guys, which might be good. But I don't know. Yeah, and then I just lose. So I deserve to lose that one. Let's take another look. Yeah, this was an oversight. I should just make the 8 point, obviously. This is a cube because his position is so bad. Is a 6-2? Is a 6-2 play correct? No, he says he has a take if he plays it 13 to 10, 24 to 23, duplicating 6s somewhat. And it's a pass, if, or 13 to 10, 2 to 1. It's supposed to be a pass, it's supposed to go double pass if he does what he did, partly due to the score. Yeah, I think I am still, I mean, I don't know, I've seen this score so many times, and I still underweigh the score factor here. Like you should think, well, maybe even if you don't think this is a double for money, you should be able to think, okay, it's still like somewhat reasonable to double for money with the huge positional disparity. And if it's somewhat reasonable to double for money and is gammonish, you definitely want to cube at the score. I think that's the right way to think about it. And then same thing next turn. I mean, it's not, maybe this isn't a money cube now, but it's sort of reasonable, right? It wouldn't be crazy to see this as a money double with the big positional edge. Oh, that was bad. And then I'm probably a little sloppy over here too. Bah! And here was a bad play too. Jesus. All right, let's try to play one more and cleanse the palates before my online weekly tournament tonight. Play better than a 6 or whatever I played. Okay, good match to my opponents. Good reminder. It was a good reminder about the match score, though. The match score factor. Okie dokie. Let's try 6 and 2. Okay, glad I didn't step up with the 2. Well, that could have been the right play. Okay, looking okay here. He should hit me 11 to 4, I guess. Yeah, that's a good play. Ugh, well, I'm taking. Yeah, he's thinking he has too much. I have too much compensation for him to double it. Yeah, reasonable. Excuse me. All right, so if I jump and then he does something productive, he's still close to it. He is taker close. Um, so maybe that means this is not quite a cube yet, although I don't know how to play this. They're both looking pretty good. I mean, this likely gives me a cube next turn. Here he's got some numbers that save him, that sort of save him a little bit. But this looks better cubeless. And actually, if I run and he just rolls a 2, I guess the cube isn't very strong. So let's try this. And probably overshot the market, but let's see if he takes it. Yeah, it seemed like a good pass. Good. Okay, this is a 4-way, 5-way score again. So let's try to adjust, but try to adjust correctly. It's like you don't double this. Really bad number here, maybe. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for it here. He misses. I likely have a cube. In fact, I think all the misses I have a cube actually. He says double tighter. He dances I can cube. No, he hits twice. This guy keep the midpoint. Yeah, he should hit the other guy. Melee to keep the midpoint, I guess. Ooh, I can actually hit him all over the place. 2, 3, and then there's one more. I guess I hit him inside to try to keep him from anchoring up high. I don't know though. It's a little thin to hit him inside. Often that is where you want to hit him though. Oh no, I'm sorry. I used I had to enter twice, so I only get 2 more from here. So this is, I guess this is what I want to do. Ooh, he hits me twice. Crap. So I have to be a little careful about taking gammonish positions at the score, because the double gammons are pretty valuable for him. Not that he had anything there or anything. Non-gammonish positions I can take a little deep, similar to 5-away, 5-away. Well, maybe it's just, I can keep the 11 point. It's probably good for something. Definitely not worried about getting hit here with 6 men back already. Yeah, so this I'm not losing by that much. So the double's quite early. This doesn't do that. Oh, no, this is okay. Do want to get fluid with this guy. He can make his 5 maybe. I don't know. Saner play would be 24 to 22, 6 to 3. He's going for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too keen to hit him with 4s maybe. 6s I'm pretty keen to hit him with. 2. Right, 3. I don't. You don't make the ace here. It's too thin. So this is good. He says nice 6, 6, 6. Oh, it's only 2 of them. All right, so his take point on the recube is 26%, and gammons don't matter. I don't know. I can make the 1, but again the blitz is quite thin. Can make the 16 and the 12. Is that play? Good outfield structure. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems committal and unlikely to work, you know? Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to play this positionally. Two. obviously hitting's a play there, but again, it's a little. If you get away with it, it's a little hard to cover. Okay. Oh, he gets to run to the 17 if he likes, which he should. Okay, tries this plan instead. Well, it might be hard for me to play. He's got the awesome board now. Oh, this is not hard to play. Sweet. Oh, crap, 1-6. All right, now what? All right, so I'm 11, so I'm down 3 after the roll. So maybe that means I like all this contact here. I'm a little leery about this because it's going to be like a little hard for me to play sometimes if I can't clear the 11 point cleanly, such as. But down in the raise, I do sort of like having this double pressure on it on a 17 points. There we go. He should probably, it seems like a decent play. Make the 1 or saves 2 6s. What a mess. Shoot. All right, get another crack at him. Well, if I hit him and can't pick up a blow, I don't know whether I should hit him or not. Well, must hit him with this. Hit him. I did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was back and forth. Well, this is what the computer does for money anyways. At the score, there might be arguments for other stuff. See if he can resist hitting me here. He can. Ooh, pretty. The hell? That's no good 4. Oof. I'm not sure about that one. Pop out from behind this prime and hope not to get doubled. Yeah, no, you can argue it's too good maybe at the score. We're going to be very careful about taking, although, yes, yeah, I guess I'm taking this now. I think that's the correct play. Actually, I'm not sure about this plan because it might be better to bring a guy up to the 21 so I can spring him, but this sort of keeps more options open. Well, I guess it's sort of transpose maybe. A little bit. Wouldn't mind a 5. Should clear as 13, get flexibility for days. That's a good play. And actually, maybe I could pop pop out with the 5, cover the outfield a little better. I don't know if he's really supposed to give up the 16 point in any case, though. Although I guess maybe this is good because I get to play this guy next turn if I want. Yeah, it doesn't look like I have much trouble playing though. Like I can still jump with the big numbers usually, and build with the small numbers. You can actually play 6 and 2 with the 4. Yeah, this is okay. A little more flexible. Good. He holds the fort. Maybe I got a blot now. Maybe she should actually leave me a shot here before I put my 5-point board together. Where does this go? I mean, it does keep everything. It's a little hard to play next turn. Wondering a little bit about this and like, I don't know, this or something. I want to be further back, but it's just, I don't know, it plays badly and it's hard to play next turn. If he rolls like a small number like this. And there's probably other stuff there too. Maybe run with 1, maybe, I don't know. Okay, guessed right. Ooh, I wonder if I should this. Might be this. So you get all 8s except 2-2 is 2-2 is blocked. All right, so if I don't do that, I just go into the 6-point or something. Yeah, then he rolls like a, I don't know, he rolls like a 6-5, and I don't get a direct at him. Okay, so maybe this is good. 2-2, I blocked it. Sweet. Okay, now I guess I want this. I could also stack the 2 and not get hit with 2s. That's sort of a play too, maybe. Huh. Yeah, the board is still, I don't know, I'm still going to win with this board when I hit them, so maybe it's okay. Whatever, that play was sort of wrong, but it's double pass no matter what I do. Okay, you could cube this. Four right 2 away. Okay, let's try this. If I'm not up on the bar, I do get to build next turn. Or run halfway. Eesh. Okay, so that is the 1 we know. I honestly don't know whether I pop out into a triple shot or play a bad 6 on my side of the board. Probably am getting gammon more if I pop out with the 6. Maybe it wins a little more though. I'm gonna try this though. I would have missed. Good. Okay, so his take point is 18.5 here at the score, which does have, because it's sort of arguable. I mean, this is actually a money pass, but not a big one, I think. So yeah, you could maybe justify a cube at the score. It's 21. Oh, hey, Paul. Good to see you. All right, so now I actually can lose my market pretty big if I clear the 13. I mean, that was true last turn, but I had 3 checkers there last turn. So 21 pips. I kind of think this is still a money pass. So, although it's a money pass because maybe there's a few percent gammons. Huh. Yeah, I might be missing something there even at the score. Okay, what is this now? 102 to 88. And now he has a take on the race alone, so I'm not going to double this with the contact. And obviously there's another ace I could play. Same number of shots. A little closer to home when missed. All right, again, might be cubing this. 16 pips now. All right. Good. Yeah, I guess the 9 has some good value here with the 3-point open. I mean, you can also make the 11 there, obviously, for better builders. But I like the safety. I like bearing on the 3-point. He's going to hit me twice, or he's going to make the 5. It's twice, because I got this blot here, I guess. And I'm not going to dance. Good. Oh, with me sort of exposed on the other side of the board, maybe I should conserve blots a little bit. So I don't want to be up on the bar and have them just a million targets to shoot at, you know? Yeah, I would probably just lock up the 4 there. Oh, I'd have to think about that one. Hard to rule out any, like 20, 18, 10, and 1. They're all candidates. Okay, shoot. Yeah, see, at least I don't have like a million blots floating around now. Yeah, that looks a little odd. Yeah, why not do it this way so I can escape the other guy more easily? So gammons do help him at the score, so hitting is sort of a play. He's outboarded so bad though that this sort of seems more like it. I feel like this wins a little more than this. Getting gammon a little more though. Yeah, for 2 more shots, maybe do this. Ugh. Ah. Good. Surprisingly low on time. 2, 3. Ah, that didn't work. Good. I played at the Boston Open. I played like speed gammon for the first time. I think it was 5 point match. You get a minute on your clock, and then the delay. I can't remember whether the delay was the normal 12 seconds or anyway, it was down to 10 seconds. Okay, let's get some flexibility with my 7 seconds left. It was an interesting experience to do it live, you know, to have to worry about time like that. You can't like count. You can't like stop for 30 seconds and count pips. That's like too much time. So I had to do like a lot of estimating. Okay, let's duplicate the covering fours a little bit. Oh, this is more shots, so I don't know. A little bit of a shot, probably. Sevens. Ah. Good. Okay, 4-2, so I must take everything at the score pretty much. Such as this. Okay, let's not split against these big stacks. Let's just try to play smoothly and build a prime. And he should be splitting as opposed to slotting. This is very common. Like one player should be thinking prime, and the other player should be thinking split and run, based on the race and based on the structure. Although here I'm actually not sure. This does look pretty natural. He does get to attack some though. In fact, yeah, there's something better there. Okay, let's clean up. And then I guess I hit him. Okay, it did work. Hitting had a lot going for it because one, it pushes him back, and two, it keeps him from attacking me. See, now I don't know. Maybe there might be something better here, but I'm going to try this. He keeps the good structure. Okay. This. Well, 1. Five, 2. Could have hit him there. He actually could hit me here. 23 to 5, and then do some more. 1, 2, 3. 4 looks decent. Should hit me good. I cannot hit him. He gets me here if he wants. Crap. I'm a little leery about this ace because I might be hitting him here. Okay, that's fine. 3, 1. So this doesn't have to be a direct. It's pretty shoddy anyways. So it's possible there's possible there's something else there. Good enough. He says, well played. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but I'll take it. Yeah, we'll take a look at the computer analysis. Hopefully I played okay. There was kind of a lot going on that match, though. So I'm kind of curious about the what my PR is going to be, and plus there was the time trouble at the end. All right, let's go to XG mode. Okay, so according to GNU, I played a 3.7, which if that's the actual PR, I'd be pretty happy with, given the fact that it was a fairly complicated match and I had time trouble. Well, let's see what XG thinks. XG may agree. No, it's probably not. It's probably going to be in the 4s, based on where it's headed. Yeah, 4 and change. No doubling blunders, just a bunch of checker play stuff. Oh, it is right to step up with the 2. Oh no, it's close. Okay, so you play the 6 out here because I mean he's a little keen to attack with all these checkers here, and there's no other real good 6. And so I thought about 24 to 16. This guy. But it looks like there's a lot of double hit stuff here. Double hit and pointing stuff still here. So that's why I like getting the guy off the 20, and then, yeah, it's close between 11 and 22. But they both sort of are productive deuces. Yeah, this was good. Okay, good no double by the opponent there. If I dance here, I should cube. And then good no double by me here. I was just thinking, okay, so I could just escape the guy, and then he's not gonna have a big pass. Like if I just roll like a 6-2 or something, and he rolls badly, like he doesn't get to make an anchor, maybe he's passing, but he's still got plenty of play there. So without a tremendous sequence like I got, it's a little hard to lose the market big. Yeah, in fact, here the computer slightly prefers running to the mid because you probably get to double next turn. Here, I don't know, he could enter and hit me, and I probably don't get to cube. Yeah, cubeless, the plays are a bit closer, but it still likes 21 to 13. Yeah, I should overshoot my market too big. Okay, go for it here. Yeah, it should hit me in the outfield and not on the 9. Okay, yeah, here I enter with 2 and I only have 2 more, so yeah, you hit off the 16 while escaping the guy. He rolls a grade 4-4. Yeah, so far this has been pretty clean. Yeah, I was not concerned about being doubled here at all. With the two anchors, the decent timing. Oh, six, yeah, so 6-6 was, so no, 6-6 was fairly clear to me. Okay, so you hit, and you could actually like hit off the 17 and blitz like 13 to 1, 7 to 1, but that's definitely the wrong game plan. That's like a blitzy game plan when you have like a million men back and you can't complete the closeout. You don't have like enough checkers in the attack zone to do it. So you do something positional. So this looks pretty clean. 5-5. Now you're a little closer to blitzing. Like you got a little more stuff closer to home and a little less stuff back. But still, it's too thin to like say make the ace point. Like they're making the ace is apparently a blunder. It's very committal. You know, you're sort of committed to blitzing, and if the blitzing plan doesn't work, you kind of have a bad game. So again, you should do something more positional, like I did. Here, hitting is so getting a little more reasonable, but I don't like doing it against didn't like doing it against the stronger board. And again, not a ton of guys here to fill in the board when you get missed. Like these guys don't bear in on the open points in the inner board yet. So you kind of only have 8 guys there. Yeah, similar stuff here. There was something weird here. Yeah, I would have just run out here, but it's just fairly close, apparently. He does get an awesome board the way he did, the way he played. Okay, so I get to play safe. I fill it in. Oh, he rolls a tremendous 1-6. Yeah, here, down in the race a little bit, I sort of upped the contact a lot, but this might get me into trouble. Because the timing might not work out. If I don't get to clear one of these outfield points, and he gets to run this guy, I may have to break something important first. Luckily, I get a good 6-4. But yeah, now the timing's like a little sketchy. Right, so that's why I save a 6. But it's too. So I do this, right? We can put it back. I save a 6. I play 7 to 1, 6 to 1, thinking that okay, he's going to play, and then if I roll a 6, I don't want to have to leave a shot in the outfield. So often this is the right idea. The problem is this is just. I had some doubts about this play when I did it because it's just too destructive on the home front. Like it's really hard to make a 5-point board, for instance. If you do the computer's choice, you still have a 5-point board. Here, we can put it up on the board. You still have a 5-point board, and when it breaks down with like a 4-3 next turn, you break down into a 5-point board. So you get to keep your board for a while, and he still might break first if you roll small, and he rolls pretty big. So yeah, the board, even though it looks like the board doesn't matter for a roll, it's going to matter like 2 rolls down the line. And so yeah, even gets, because I did what I did, he even gets to like sort of somewhat safely run off the anchor with this nice 6-5. I mean, not nicely played 6-5, I should say, rather than break down the board, and the timing kind of works against him. That was a good play by the opponent, actually. Like if I thought about the timing, I would have gotten this as white. I would have gotten this right, but if I was just sort of playing by rote, I might not have. Right, he has similar issues. Right, if he does a safe thing, and the timing's sort of against him, and he's sort of irreparably busted his board. Like now I get to play sort of safely for a roll, and then he might have to break first. So he says, okay, correctly, I'm just going to pay now while the black's board is weak and mine is still pretty strong. 6. Okay. All right, so the computer does this, leaving no blots in case I hit next turn. Right, it plays 6 to 1, 7 to 4. I do something that's a little bit better for the race, I guess. Maybe. But 2 blots, so we saw what happened, right? he leaves a shot and then I hit it and I got 2 blots on my board. But luckily I joker him last. Okay, so this is what you do for money, but yeah, it might be fairly close for money, so you want to make a more conservative play at the score. Where if you up the gammas for both sides, the cube becomes more useful for white and less useful for black at this 2-away, 5-away score. So yeah, you should find something else here apparently. Running. Good to know. Okay, good play by the opponent here, avoiding the hits. Locking up that awesome 5 points. Yeah, my opponent found some decent plays. How did he play overall? Well, he didn't play great overall, but yeah, he kind of found some nice plays. Like stuff I like. It's possible I wouldn't have found. Okay, good. Yeah, I was hoping not to get cubed here, and I was too good, arguably. Back to take. Definitely have a take. Okay. 16 to 13, 6 to 5. What did I do? I did just played 8 to 7, which is okay. Yeah, I don't think my play can be this wrong. It's maybe seeing an upcoming cube. I mean, it's not like I'm hitting him next turn. So what does the 4 prime matter that much? This is a little more flexible, a little bit. I guess I'm not buying that much flexibility versus 6 to 5. Because either way, I have 3 builders for the 4. Okay, so here it does pop out, getting hit with 7s, as opposed to making the good structure on the home front. I guess I was worried about not being able to jump later. Yeah, since he's up in the race so much, he should make the 14 here and not the 15. Might even make a difference in whether he gets a cube or not, although the computer thinks this is still a cube. It makes a difference in how strong the cube is, I guess. Is it? Okay, yeah, here I don't love trading the 21 for the 18 because I'm down in the race so much that I think maybe I want to be as far back as I possibly can. The problem is it just doesn't play good on the home front if you stay all the way back. So I find this play that stays back on the 18 and it still maintains a little bit of timing on the home front. Now apparently on appeal the computer actually wants to do this. Maintain all the timing on the front, in the front. Oh yeah, actually this is good. I mean, I usually don't love being 5 away from the anchor, but it's partly because like a number like 6-4 here, he gets to run with both and just leave me like 11 shots. But actually that doesn't apply here to most of his 6s, right? Because 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-5. He has to leave me a double shot. Yeah, I didn't see that. So yeah, this would be a good play. $18 to 11. Shoot. What did I do? Okay, so I do this. Giving him some hitting 2s, keeping the back anchor, but I get double coverage on his 6s pretty much. Right, like he rolls a 6-1, although he does get to duplicate 2s there. 6-2, 6-3, yeah. This is what the computer wants to do. Triple coverage on a, well, I was going to say it's triple coverage on the 6-3. So it's not really. I get a double shot. I guess I'm getting a double shot. I guess I'm getting a double shot on like most of his 6s here. which isn't the case after my play. Yeah, most of his sixes they just run past my anchor, right? And I only got twos and eights to hit him, which isn't very much. If you do something like the computer did, even this, which is bad, you do something like the computer wants to do. Yeah, pretty much all the sixes are at least a double shot. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think of this. But it's clearly, I'm hitting them more this way. That was really bad. What was I thinking? I was thinking I wanted to keep the back anchor, I think. Because often you want to keep the furthest back anchor when you're well down in the race and White's just trying to come home safely. But yeah, obviously there's other plays that lead to hitting more next turn. Yeah, this was sloppy. Huh. Maybe part of it was like I was like when I was thinking about the 3-3 say, I was thinking, oh, okay, it's a big deal here to keep the furthest back anchor. So I don't know. Yeah, I just thought about that all wrong. Yeah, here I make a decent play. Get double coverage in the outfield for some stuff, although the 12-6 is apparently okay, never getting hit. Like one difference between that position and the previous one we looked at, there's no blots in White's board, so you got to be a little more careful about leaving shots, I guess. Yeah, keep all the coverage, but then I just lose. Fine. Okay, here. Oh, this surprises me a little bit. Yeah, I was fairly confident when I did what I did. Obviously, 3 of them are to the 7 point. Then you have a choice. You can try to escape the guy and leave, I don't know, 28 shots or whatever. But it's great when it works, right? The 8 misses are tremendous. If you do the computer's choice. Also, he can't, unless he rolls a joker, he cannot hit and make an inner-board point at the same time. Whereas if you do my play, he's often making his 4 points, say. But I was thinking, okay, so you do this, and then you get hit, and then you don't get to build next turn. So I thought, okay, this is probably a good premium on I'm not getting hit. But now the computer says escape. Trying to escape is more important here. Yeah, once again, it wants to try to escape here. Jump out into a triple shot. This one I was less sure about, because obviously you hate to play 7-1, you know. Like 24-18 is sort of bad because it's a triple shot, but it's sort of good because you're escaping. So it's both good and bad. 7-1 is like purely bad, but I get lucky. And then I guess I don't have a cube ever here. Like I thought about cubing this. Like I'd cube this for money. Yeah, it's not a cube at the score where he gets to automatically redouble me to 4, but it's fairly close. Here, I guess the timing is worse, so it doesn't like doubling this or this. Do I double pass here? I don't understand why 13-6 is a lot better than 13-12, 13-7 here. 496. Yeah, it's closer cubeless. So apparently the computer thinks the cube is going to be stronger after 13-6 for some reason. It's the same number of shots. Oh, the reason why I did this was because when you get missed, the checker on the 12 is a little closer to home. So it's easier to safety, but maybe that doesn't matter because I'm just cashing it in a lot when he misses. So you go for the I don't know, the cleaner builder. I guess it's better when you get hit, maybe. to have the checker on the 6 rather than the 7. It's a little more flexible, a little better for attacking the back checker later, maybe. So it's like my play might actually be better when missed, in other words. But like that's a limited value because I'm going to be cubing the misses anyways, even after playing 13 to 6. So maybe you want to more maximize on what happens when he hits you. All right, everything's fairly close here with the 3. Oh, it doesn't like 14 to, it doesn't like 4 to 1 at the score. But either popping out to the 18 or the splitting to the 20 is fine. Just good. Okay, you do hit here, and then once I hit, I mean obviously 23 to 21. It's a pretty. I guess that's pretty productive. This play. But I was thinking, okay, with the 5-point open, the 11-point looks pretty good too, you know. And with his ace-point made and this extra spare on the 3, I thought the 23-point anchor isn't a bad anchor here. Even though I probably would rather have the 21. All right, 13 to 7. Would not mind making that point, which I do, but apparently there's a better play, 20 to 10. Getting great builders for everything. Yeah, no, it was running out of time here. I think I would have gotten this right with more time. The computer wants to do this, keep the deep anchor. Because you're down in the race so much, and you might want to be playing a deuce point game later. So I give up the back anchor. (2014, 15 to 11). Yeah, I think I might have seen this, but dismissed it again, possibly due to time pressure. Yeah, I mean a lot of he gives me a direct shot on most of his 6s here. Actually, all the 6s except for 6-6, I guess, because he got the blot on the 2. So it's only 1-1, 1-4 that hits somewhat safely. And yeah, you want the coverage on the 6s. Yeah, here you can see the difference, right? He doesn't have a blot in the board. And so now if you pop out, the hits are a lot more painful, although you are still gaining on a lot of his 6s. So popping out actually wins a little more, but it's not as good. It's not as good because it loses too many gammons, extra gammons. Anyways, I just lose. So this is 4-2. He doubles correctly. Good. 5-4. Yeah, run out. 13 to 4 is not too bad though. Never getting attacked. Yeah, you should make the 1 here. Okay, I do correctly hit here, although it's a little bit questionable at the score where gammons only go one way, and they're very valuable for the opponents. But keeps from attacking. Okay, yeah, I was yeah, lots of different plays here, including like 4 to 2, 4 to 3. I didn't really have time to think about it, so I made a safe hit because I didn't want him attacking me. It turns out it is correct. Okay, apparently here I should run. Yeah, no, that was my first impulse to run. And then I thought, it's probably about as many shots as leaving him aces to hit. So I want to minimize the shots, but it does save a few. It just does save a few shots, I think. Let's see, if I run all the way, it's 6 shots at this guy, and then 3 more shots at the guy on the 14, 6-5. A duplicate is 6-5 and 6-6. So it's 9 shots as opposed to 11. Bad. I guess maybe the point is sort of bad for outfield control. in addition to being 2 extra shots. Yeah, the computer's play. The computer's play is quite nice outfield control because you get to build the 8 and 9 points sometimes next roll, or obviously hit him if he pops out. Yeah, here it does prefer hitting, trying to escape later. I just try to escape now and spread things out. It does sort of work. He wants to play 13 to 10, 13 to 8 here. Leaving the checker back on the 20. So is that? That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots in the outfield. This is similar, I think. This is 4, 5. Oh, it's only 6 shots, I think. 7 from 2, 2. So this is slightly safer in terms of raw shots. Or is it because when I get hit, I want to be able to anchor on the 20 or something? So it wants to keep that checker all the way back? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like my play should be that wrong. This is like the wrong play for some reason. Let's see, it's 4 here, 3, 4, 2, 4, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, this is more shots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What did I say? 8. Yeah, I guess this does save an outfield shot also. Lucky 6-3, and then I close them out and I just win. Yeah, slightly sloppy here. Leaving myself odd on the top 3 points when I could leave myself even on the top 3 points. All right, yeah, that wasn't great either. Shoot. 5, 4. Yeah, great outfield control after the right play. 4, 3. Okay. 6, 1. This is maybe where the lesson is. Especially with the 2 blots in his board. I gotta think about what play gives me more coverage on his bad numbers. And not worry too much about like the extra blot or whatever. Not worry too much about keeping the back anchor here. Yeah, this is just so much better for hitting him next turn than this. And that's just the main consideration. Gross. All right, I'm actually gonna try one more. Like a gambler chasing losses. Okay, this is Rob. Good match. I think this is the Welsh flag, the one with the dragon on it. I always like that flag. Yeah. Okay, he should not cube this. Good. Should cube this if I dance now, which I did not. I think I want to come and split and leave this guy here to duplicate 6-4. Keep 5-3 blocked. Obviously, there's other plans here, but I kind of like this one. He can make his 9 if he wants, or his 21. Makes his 9 reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I kind of prefer the 22 to the 7, but the 4 doesn't play good. If I make the 22, I got kind of punished. Yeah, this is a drop. That should go double drop, I think. Oh, back in it. In it to win it. Yeah, you can leave a checker in the outfield. I'm not too keen to hit him. You can even leave 2 guys in the outfield. You can play 13 to 9 there. All right, got a little bit of a position now. Build a board quickly. Oh, this is going to be tough. He should cube this. Not a lot of landing spots, but he's only got 1 point in the outfield to clear and kind of a lot of time to do it. Down 28 pips or something. I don't know. I'm because of the score that you can take a little deep, but it's even there. Even so, I didn't like it. Like I think it's a pretty solid money pass. Oop, not that. How about this? Okay, I'm still winning, I think. It's going to be a little difficult to bring this home, though, just a little bit. So I roll boxes, and I still have some work to do. Well, I do have a cube here. It's probably double take. I don't know if I roll 5-4 here. I don't know whether I'm supposed to pay now at the shot or bide my time. I probably bide my time, given that I have still have a little bit of timing left. And his board is like together. It'd be different if he had a blot in his board, maybe. But yeah, I think I mean, the raise is quite bad for him, but that just means like his timing is pretty good, I think. Well, you could do this here, maybe. Some 4 duplication. There's other plans. Like coming in with a 1, play 13 to 10 is okay too. Because his in the outfield aren't that good with the blood on the 7. And then bar 21 is a play as well. But I'm going to try this. And then he guess, well, I don't know, he'd make his 5. I was thinking he'll hit me twice because I got the blot, but I mean, at 5 points, the 5 points, so I can't really fault his play. Cover with the 1, jump with the 6, maybe. Get away from this stack that he wants to attack with. Oh, he got me anyways. He's going to hit twice or just play 13 to 8. He plays 13 to 8. I probably would also, they got punished for what I think is the right play. Dance here, 4-way, 4-away. I think I can probably cube him. Not cubing a reasonable play here. I'll cube 13 to 7. How about that? Nice. 16 or 1. 16 doesn't seem to do that much. So maybe there's enough justification for 6-1. I don't like this because there's just like a lot of attack stuff, a lot of good double hit stuff that affected the score. Maybe I should cue this because I'm going to lose my market. I'm obviously winning, and I'm going to lose my market pretty big after a good sequence at 4-away, 4-away. Like 4-away, 3-away, I think this would be a pass already. 4-away, 4-away, and 4-away, 5-away. I think this is double take. Okay, even passes here. Yeah, like there's other plays. Like I wouldn't have been sure about doubling. So and he passed that. So I bet there was some other. I bet there was some other much better checker play, as opposed to splitting into the attack there. There's similar stuff here, you know. So you shouldn't do this. Okay, I guess that's the 2. And I'm not sure between 13 to 10 and 24 to 21. Well, let's do this. Maybe make sense of the score where I want to kind of tamp down the gammons a bit. I'm a little leery about doubling at this score where I'm not getting full value for my gammon. So let's take a roll and then double a dance here. All right, so now it's a little less, oh, I was going to say it's a little less gammonish, but he gives up the anchor. Now this is just sort of a power, I mean, this is like a money pass, I think. So I think he can justify cubing at this score, even though score sort of argues a little against doubling in gammonish positions. But I probably would have doubled, any play there. It's a pretty good point. Yeah, it should play 24 to 23. How about this and this? Make the 5. I'll make the 5. Huh. Is he going to go crazy here? I think the right play is just 11 to 6. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no way I'm cubing at this score where you can double me right back, and doubling kills my gammons, my many gammons, and he still wins a ton. Ooh, I like this. You can blitz me here, be my guest. Hey, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I probably would play 24 to 22 there to really want to spring that guy. But I don't know, this play has its merits too, pushing me back like this. It is not going to work though, with all these guys trapped. I might even have a take now. Double twos. Yeah, a good play. Okay, gets the same thing. Okay, probably this is, well, I mean, probably this is the best game plan to save the gammon, I would guess. Well, they does have to leave me a double shot at the other side of the board. Yeah, I could just leave a single shot here, I guess. Yeah, maybe it's no, maybe this is right, because it's like, I don't know, he probably gets to move this guy later, you know? Oof. Let's see how he wants to play this one. Oof. And I sort of like keeping this guy all the way back. There's something else here. Oh, there's this. I guess. I think I'd rather probably have the guy on the 8 than the 4, but I guess I kind of want the 10 point and rather than not have the 10 point. Although maybe that's just no big deal. Yes. Hmm. 4. I think a little bit of a 6-1. And there's other stuff that gives up a point, I guess. Eh. Like there's some merit in like clearing the 7 or the 8 here, because that might force him off the 23 point anchor, and then I get to attack him. This doesn't look that convenient to do it though. If I roll like a 6-1 here, say, right, and then he rolls like a 4, even like a 4-6 or 4-3 or something. I'm sorry, a 5-5-6 or 5-3, like so, right? He's got to give up. He's got to give up the anchor. The problem is his 4s become good. Although there's not much. I guess there's not much else here. So 8 to 8, actually 8 to 5 is a real play with the 3. The 8 to 5 actually might have been better there. Yeah, if he rolls like a 4-6, I think I will have wanted to play 8 to 5. All right, let's just bear off as quickly as possible and try to gammon him. Oh, that was correct. Good. All right. Okay, so the 2 is here, I guess, if I'm looking at this right. Well, if he could save this thing, more power to him. He's got a shot at it. Yeah, this looks pretty reasonable. Good control of a lot of the board, anyways. She misses. Oh, he can make a 17 weirdly. Yeah, just leave a shot in the outfield either way. It might have been better to make this, to make the point out there. It might have been better for me not to hit. Maybe I should have thought about that a little bit. He gets extra shots here. I was thinking, it's better for the gammon to hit, but I guess that's still the case. Okay, so you can make this 16 again. Make this outfield points. Doesn't like it. He wants to keep all the way back with this anchor here. Okay, he does hit, and then I don't know about the 3, but it says worse outfield control than other stuff. But he does get hit. He does get hit the least this way. This feels a little funny. It might have been something where they could make. Maybe could have made the 11 point there actually. Yeah, he didn't see it. He could play 20 to 11 and then one more. That would have been a much better play. But he hits me anyways. Okay. Okay, avoid the hit with this. Oh, it missed. Did he miss? Yes, he did miss. $19 to 10. With the last 3 or this. Whew. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I think that will be a better played match. I think. But I'm sure the computer will show us some stuff. Yeah, 1.6. Yeah, that's definitely better than the others. Although it might come up a little in XG. Okay, Z on the bottom, Rossi on the top, which is what we want. We just log out of here because I am done for the day until later. Yeah, I got my online tournament tonight. So I may be back to commentate the finals or whatever if I lose before the finals, which is my usual MO. I guess that's usual MO. I think that's redundant, right? Because MO implies it's like your usual mode of doing things. Oh yeah, actually I didn't think about hitting here. I saw. Okay, so I saw bar 24, 13 to 10, which apparently is not that good here. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of a different position. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of a different position. There's bar 24, 6 to 3. Yeah, hitting and stacking the heavy 6 points. Well, he's pretty flexible, and the alternative isn't that good. But there's nothing wrong with this also. I mean, I guess the problem is it's a little exposed to being batted around, which he should do here apparently. Yeah, here, and then it should go double. No, it is too good. Okay, no, good play on by the opponent here. Yeah, I knew this was a pass, but I didn't think it was like crazy huge monster pass, but apparently it's a crazy huge monster pass. Especially at the score where doubled gammons are very valuable. Yes, I would have missed the play on here. I would have cashed this one in. Anyways, I do get back in this. Oh, it's funny if you hit, it's double pass. Some people might do this, but obviously it's pretty dangerous. The computer thinks this is a pass if you do this. If you just do this, pretty obviously you have a take. All right, I play safe for a bit, hoping to hit him later. Okay, good. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, this is about where I was. Clearer, like I said, clearer pass for money. But at the score in non-gammonish positions, you can take a little deep. But the but yeah, I guess part of the problem with that here, it still does apply here. Like this, I think this is a bigger pass for money. But part of the reason why you get to take deeply at this score, part of the reason, is you get pretty good, your recubes to 4 are pretty powerful. In that your opponent's take point is elevated when you recube to 4, so you can double pretty aggressively. Here, I don't know if you get great recubes in. Like a lot of times, like you build your board and then you hit later, and then it's just double huge pass. So in those cases, the cube isn't worth very much. Like let's say it's your 95% to win or something, and you double and he passes. It's kind of like the cube only got you 5% there, 5% extra wins. Because if you didn't double, you still win 95% of the time. If you do double, you win 100% of the time, right? So in that sense, having ownership, having the ability to double only gains you 5%. Meanwhile, if it's like 80%, if you're 80% and it goes double pass, you kind of gain 20% there. So in other words, the cube is more valuable when the take pass is close. So that's why I think maybe you're not getting great recubes in there after you hit. Okay, yeah. So you're up in the race. So you run, you disengage from the back, and then you find 2 more here, and everything's pretty close. Yeah, fine. Yeah, I thought about clearing the 9, but it's no big deal. Just gonna make the 2. Keep the landing spot for another turn. Give up the landing spot, come on home, and then, okay, yeah, double, it's a huge take. Yeah, huge take. I mean, I see what he was thinking. I see what my opponent was thinking. The race is so good for me, you know? He's not winning any races pretty much. But the thing is, like when black is up, in a holding game like this, when black is up in the race, usually, not always, but usually it means the timing is kind of bad for black. And it is bad for black here. Like white has no trouble keeping his defensive posture for several turns. Both the 13 and the 7 and the 18 points. Meanwhile, I just have this like 1 spare in the outfield to play with before I'm forced to give something up, perhaps inconveniently. So that's often why like holding games like this, like 18-point or 20-point holding games, a lot of times they're big takes when the race is like fairly close, and they're big takes when the race is really bad for my opponent, like it is here. But you gotta think about how much timing black has also. Like if white is way down in the race, and black has a lot of checkers to play with in the outfield, that's when it could become a pass. Just one thing I was curious about. Let's say it does go double take as it should, and then I roll like a 5-4 here. Is it right to just like clear the midpoint and leave 11 shots? Because then you're home free if you get away with it, and like you're likely going to leave a shot later if you don't do that. I don't think I would do that actually, but it's a real play. I don't think I would do that because I still have a few rolls to play with before I need to clear the 13. Like maybe I can clear the 8 first. And don't get me wrong, that's sort of bad to clear the 8 point, but it does give you another roll or 2 to work with. So it might be fairly close. And if he had if his board wasn't quite together, it would probably swing the decision. I mean, assuming I'm right that you don't pay now. Or you do pay now, but it's fairly close compared with 6151. Interesting. Okay, so I guess I wasn't too far off. Like here, for instance, I would have found the pay now play because he's got the blot in the board, so you aren't paying full price of the hits. But yeah, it's funny that this is like this is like a reference position almost, where it's like close between paying now and not. Here you pay, right? Here you pay now because you have less timing. Yeah, here it's not close. I don't know, you do this and then Gandhi has no trouble keeping his stuff together, and then all of us, right away you have to give something up a lot of the time. And 5-4 is like the ideal pay number because it's only 11. It's only 11 shots. Like it's better than a 5-3 or 5-2, for instance. But anyways, he passed, and then I screw this up. Bar 24, 13 to 10, or bar 21 is better than my play. So a little exposed, I guess, on both sides of the board. So the computer just wants to do this while white has this blot on his 18 point, on his 7 point, my 18 point. So the hits aren't that, say he rolls like a 6-3, hits aren't that strong for him because they get lots of return action. Yeah, in fact, he should hit twice here because of my blots for go making the 5. Okay, it doesn't like popping out with the 6. I guess I'm not really up, I'm down in the race, I guess. So that doesn't like this where it can hit me with 4s in the outfield. You'd rather have this guy on the 5. The reason why I did this, even though I saw the right idea, I was like, okay, he's got this big stack on the 6, so I don't want to give him a chance to like unstack that and attack me at the same time. But I guess I'm worried too much about that when the other factors point to doing this, I guess. Is it any different here, I wonder? Here is close. Why is that such a huge, it's such a, yeah. Huh. Yeah, so it's a lot closer here. I think because if you do this play, I think maybe he's more happy to attack on the 21 than the 22. And I guess you'd rather pop out to here than to here. There's fewer shots, and you'd rather get hit with 3s, which do other stuff on the other side of the board, than hit with 4s. They get hit with 4s. So yes, a little, it's the devil's in the details there, I guess. That's bad. Bad, but I get lucky. Okay, big double take here. Yeah, if he plays it differently, comes in and hits or something. Yeah, maybe I don't even have a cube. Or bar 6. I sort of expected bar 16, to be honest. Right, so this is something that for money I would double in a second. Like this is so, for money this is like super routine for me to cube this. But at the score, 3 away, 4 away, you double, you only get 2 extra, you get 2 extra points for your gammon, but you can only use 1 of them. So that means you should be more conservative when you're deciding whether to double in gammonish positions. Oh geez, once again I pop out to the 16 when I shouldn't. I should play 11 to 6. Oh, this is probably closer. I probably should just enter and play 6 to 3, and then I guess I still cube. But yeah, the cube was sort of clearer to me here. And apparently due to the score, I should still take this. Pretty big pass for money, I would say. No, apparently his take for money are very close. Yeah, it surprised me a little bit. But he's not up on the bar, I guess. My builds are a little awkward thanks to my previous 5 play, I guess. And I'm sure I don't miss a cube this game. It's just always very gammonish. Oh, great 2-2. In fact, yeah, he would still have a big take here apparently. Once he starts crunching, though, he only wins the 16 apparently, according to the computer. this all too good. Other than the 2-2. Computer actually wants to keep the second anchor. I guess it's thinking, okay, you keep both anchors, you're going to hit later, and then you could save the gammon more after hitting, as opposed to his plan, which requires rolling a bunch of sixes to save the gammon, mostly. And yeah, whatever. There's probably a million close plays here. Million close plays here. 6-1 may not be a terrible idea, though. Okay, must hit here. Okay, I slot the back of the prime because I think, okay, I probably want to make it if I roll like a 5-1. But it's probably even no big deal. 18-14, 6-1, or 18-9 is very close. Okay, I get the idea that 5-1's okay, or 6-1's okay with the 5. Yeah, so second, so yeah, reasonable play here is 7-1. If he rolls a 4, I think you do regret this, although not huge. If he rolls a 5 here, like a 5, I don't know, 5-2, even 5-3, I guess you're pretty happy. Because now he doesn't have the second anchor, and maybe you can attack him and pin him just to one anchor, causing you fewer problems down the line. And then like here, yeah, here I should play 8-5, I think. After playing 7-1, although apparently it's very close. Here I have like no choice but to bust my prime. Yeah, if he rolls a 5, I don't think, even if he rolls a 4-6 or something, I don't think you mind getting hit that much, because you might be able to hit him again in the outfield. Anyways, he rolls a 4-1. I guess I'm happy I'm not up on the bar there. So I roll horribly. And then I think I win a gammon after not too much drama. Oh no, he does hit me actually. Okay, does like hitting here. Not hitting is a blunder due to the extra gammons you win by hitting. Yeah, but just the win you were worried about, maybe it's better not to hit. And then I win. Good. All right, so that was a much cleaner match, although I did make one blunder that, this is, yeah, maybe this bears some thinking about. I don't know. So obviously, okay, so obviously you're covering with something, right? Let's see, if you cover with the 6, assuming you cover with the 6, I guess it is fairly clear that the ace is 6-5 in that case. Because of his stacked awkward position over here, he's sort of eager to attack you. So you want to stay out of harm's way if you cover with the 6. So you don't play 24-23 because he has more like attack numbers from the 8 point. You don't play 22-21. Because he's happier to attack you on the 21 than the 22. So that means you can play, so what does that mean? That means you can cover with the 1 and then think about the 6. Right, because you know if you're covering with the 6, you're covering with the 1 also. So you go 6-5 and then you think about the 6. 22-16, sort of good, sort of bad, I guess. It's bad because you don't want to be hit in the outfield, obviously. And 4s actually don't do anything on the other side of the board. So you're kind of giving him good fours when he doesn't have good fours otherwise. A lot of his fours anyways. Meanwhile, 11 to 5 is just sort of productive in itself. Like you'd rather have the builder on the 5 than the 11, I think, after playing 6 to 5. And I guess the position of these back checkers is good enough. I mean, I guess it'd be different if the race was different. If you were up in the race more, you'd have more reason to jump. Like this isn't really similar position, I guess, but the race is a little better for black here. Yeah, still hates jumping out though. I mean, this is a very different position because now there's a big stack on the midpoint that he'd be happy to hit from, and he doesn't have a lot of attack in the infield in his home board. So it's a little hard to play with a position and try to pinpoint the factor, you know. But yeah, I guess I should think a little bit more about when it's right to jump out of the outfield, because I screwed it up later also. This wasn't I don't think this was the position. This wasn't the game, I mean. Yeah, this was the game. Yeah, there was some other similar play. This play. Obviously, you're hitting with the 2, and then again, you can either pop out with the 5, giving them good 4s to hit in the outfield sometimes, or just play a productive 5 on my side of the board. You know, sort of similar. Well, here I am up in the race quite a bit. So there are different factors here. But again, it's similar in the sense that you can either jump out to the 16 point, or you can sort of improve the position of your builders on your side of the board. And rather than jump out to the 16, it likes improving the position of the builders. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, different. I'd say it's different. Bunch of different factors though. For instance, like he's up on the bar here and not in the other position. Anyways, I'm going to sign off now. Well, like I said, yeah, I may be back later and commentate a match or two. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of this, and I will see you next time.